Competitive strategies of global corporations. First, we have the cost leadership. In cost leadership, a firm sets out to become the low-cost producer in its industry. The sources of cost advantage are varied and depend on the structure of the industry. They may include the pursuit of economies of scale, proprietary technology, preferential access to raw materials, and other factors. A low-cost producer must find and exploit all sources of cost advantage. If a firm can achieve and sustain overall cost leadership, then it will be an above-average performer in its industry, provided it can command prices at or near the industry average. Second is differentiation. In a differentiation strategy, a firm seeks to be unique in its industry along some dimensions that are widely valued by buyers. It selects one or more attributes that many buyers in an industry perceive as important and uniquely positions itself to meet those needs. It is rewarded for its uniqueness with a premium price. And lastly is focus. The generic strategy of focus rests on the choice of a narrow competitive scope within an industry. The focuser selects a segment or a group of segments in this industry and tailors its strategy to serve them to the exclusion of others. It has two variants, namely in cost focus and differentiation focus. Both variants of the focus strategy rest on differences between a focuser's target segment and other segments in the industry. The target segments must either have buyers with unusual needs, or else the production and delivery system that best serves the target segment must differ from that of other industry segments. Cost focus exploits differences in cost behavior in some segments, while differentiation focus exploits the special needs of buyers in certain segments. Factors affecting the rise of global corporations. First, we have history. Over time, trade routes were established so that commodities from one kingdom or country could be transported to another. Historical factors can be seen in the well-known Silk Route from east to west. Second is economy. The mobility of commodities and value addition are determined by the cost of goods and values to the end user. Globalization takes into account the broader economics of a given business or trade. Third, resources and markets. Minerals, coal, oil, gas, human resources, water, and other natural resources play an essential role in globalization. Fourth, production issues. A manufacturing company's ability to utilize built-up production capacities as well as sluggishness in the domestic market and overproduction causes it to seek outward and globalize. Autos, four-wheelers, and two-wheelers have all developed outside markets and manufacturing plants. Fifth, political. Globalization is channeled according to political bosses due to a country's political difficulties. The breadth of globalization is determined by regional trade agreements or understandings. Examples include trading in the European Union, special agreements in the former Soviet bloc, and SAARC. Sixth, industrial organization. Organizations are able to grow their operations thanks to technology advancement in the area of production, product mix, and firms. The globalization process is heavily influenced by the hiring of services and procurement of sub-assemblies and components. And lastly, seventh, technologies. Import or export of products or services from or to a country is determined by the development of technology in a particular field. In the 1950s and 60s, European countries such as England and Germany, exported their chemical, electrical, and mechanical factories to developing countries as well as high-tech items before.